Hi everybody, welcome to Cross Call Tarot. This is Melody, and this is for the star sign of Aquarius, Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Moon, Aquarius Rising, and if Venus was an Aquarius when you were born. If you want to know where all the planets were at your time of birth, you have to have the time you were born and the place you were born, your birth date, and you can Google free natal chart, and when it pops up, put all that information in and you will get exactly where all the planets were at the time of your birth. If you don't have the time you were born, you can still do the free natal chart. It just won't be as accurate and as personal to you. It will come up, it'll have approximately where all the planets were, but to get exactly, you have to have your time of birth. Okay. This is a general reading for the Aquarians. If you would like a more personal reading to yourself, you can contact me at acrosscall@gmail.com. Or if you go on my channel, up in the lower right hand corner, you will see a tag to where you can jump on my Facebook page, Sacred Circle of the Crows. And there's also a tag up in the right hand corner to where you can donate. Donations are not required for the free videos. But if you would like something more personal to you, donate. That's where you would have to donate to get that personal reading. If you jump on my Facebook page, you can go through Messenger and contact me for that personal reading. We can go through Messenger and do a video reading. That way you can contact me to find out what time is good for you and good for me, depending on where you're located at in the world. I live in the United States, and I also live on the East Coast, so I have Eastern Standard Time. Whereas if you live in a different part of the world, where my daylight time might be your nighttime time. So, but you can still contact me via Messenger or via my email. Alright, with that being said, let's get started. I'm going to introduce the decks as we use them. We're going to start off with the Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards by John Holland. These are the cards that I'm using this month for the month of August. And I'm reading them all upright. I'm not doing any reversals because this is a general reading. Now, if I do a personal reading, yes, I will do reversals on certain cards. Alright, so Spirit, Guides, Angels, can you bring forth messages for the sign of Aquarian, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of August, please? And thank you for the messages that you're about to bring forth. Alright, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of August. What is going on for the star sign of Aquarius? Star sign of Aquarius for the month of August. If my voice sounds a little froggy, that's because I'm not really sure if my throat chakra is opening or if I'm getting laryngitis, because I have been on vacation this week and I've been in and out of water as well as in and out of air conditioning because my house is has central air, and I love being outside in nature. Of course, love walking around in the grass. Like I said, I have been in and out of the water. I just went to went with some friends. We went and spent a night in a motel room, and they had an outside pool, so I was outside in the water underneath the moonlight. Absolutely loved it. I'm a Cancer, so the moon is my ruling planet, as well as rising Gemini. So Mercury also plays a big role in my life, unfortunately. I'm not really too keen on Mercury. I don't know. I like the moon though. I like looking at it. I like drawing her in. And when I sit, let's see, Thursday night when I went to the motel with my friends, I was actually looking up at the moon and drawing her energy in. And when I do that, I have dreams. I have premonition dreams. That's a big gift of mine, as well as being an empath. I'm like an energy sponge. So I don't go anywhere without my black tourmaline. Alright, with that being said, this is for the star sign of Aquarius for the month of August. So I'm shuffling them in front of you to show you that I am shuffling them, and that the messages that are about to come forth are from Spirit, not from me. I like seeing that when I watch my videos, and yes, there is certain people that I do watch. Sorry if you hear that noise. That's my central air kicking on. Even though it is dark and muggy outside, it's still hot in here because I live in a trailer. Alright, Aquarius. Okay. Give me 6 cards, Spirit. What's going on with Aquarius for the month of August? 1, 2, 3. Well, there's the top row. Alright. Okay, 3 more cards, please, Spirit. 3 more cards. Two more cards. 2 more cards, please. Just 2 more. Wow. A lot of cards come out. Like 10 of them. There's too many there. I only want 2. 2 more cards, please. But what I did notice in that pile, which really stuck out to me, was the throat chakra card. So right off the bat, I believe that there's some kind of communication coming in. Not really sure what kind of communication yet, but I seen that's what popped out at me, was the throat chakra card. I'll take these ones. Alright, so we got 8 cards. So Aquarius, this is for the month of August, and the month of August is the 8th month. I've been getting a lot of 8s. So what I have to say about that is not only is the 8th month, but we are in eclipse season. Okay, so we started off last week with a partial solar eclipse in the new moon of Cancer. Okay, in the end, as a matter of fact, next week, next Friday, I believe, we do have the full moon in your sign of Aquarius, 4 degrees 44 feet. Okay, so I personally see a lot of 4s. I see a lot of trips anyways, but when I'm at work especially do I see a lot of 4s. Okay, so but like I said, the full moon next week is in the sign of Aquarius. Okay, and we are, I believe today is the last day for the Cancer, the star sign of Cancer, and we're entering into the star sign of Leo. Now, next month, August, we got approximately 3 weeks in the star sign of Leo, and we are entering the month of August. We got 10 days from today until Leo kicks in. 10 days left of the month of July, and then the month of August kicks in. Okay, I know I'm breathing deeply because I got a lot of things going on inside my brain. Alright, so we're going to flip over the top 3 cards. Alright. The first 3 cards popped up they popped up face down, which tells me that they're not this energy. Possibly is not known yet. It has to come in, basically. Alright, so we're going to go forth with the reading. I'm going to show you the cards. The first card is the base chakra. Okay, the base chakra is all about being grounded. The chakra color is red, and it did come up face down, which tells me that maybe you need to ground yourself. This may be unknown to you, Aquarius, that maybe you need to find ground yourself, or maybe you need to find some kind of balance in your life. Okay, if you want to connect your base chakra, the best way to do it is to go outdoors. Okay, I personally walk around in my bare feet. I absolutely love walking in the grass in my bare feet. Okay, another way to do it is to walk around in your bare feet is to do color therapy. Wear anything red, burn a red candle, eat red fruits and vegetables like tomatoes, strawberries. Those are both fruits. Red vegetables would be maybe some kind of red pepper. They do have red sweet peppers that are absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely love them. If you want more information on how to ground yourself, I do have a base chakra video out there. I also have a base chakra video using crystals and what crystals that you could possibly find to help ground you as well if you're not able to get outside. Alright, so this starts off your reading. The base chakra card starts off your reading. So, and like I said, because of the fact that it popped out face down, it could be pretty significant to the star sign of Aquarius, as maybe it's blocked. Okay, so those are ways that you can unblock it. You can also ask your angels to come in and help you. We are all surrounded by angels. Every single human down here, the angels are with us, but if you want their help, you have to ask them. I do have Archangel cards out, so we'll see what they have to say about the space chakra card. Okay. Again, the color is red, so maybe wear red clothing while you go outside and walk in your bare feet. It'll help ground you. And like I said, we do have, not only is the full moon in Aquarius coming next week, but it's also a full moon lunar eclipse as well. a blood moon, which will be red. Blood moon. Okay. So the next card that popped out, and I'm feeling really warm all of a sudden too. So if that has something to do with you. I'm empath, so I feel things. I draw energy in. Alright, so the next card that popped out is the number 4 Major Arcana. And this card represents the Emperor, and the keyword on the bottom of it is authority, okay? As you can tell, what's really sticking out to me is the halo around his head, which tells me that he is intuitive. So maybe if you ground yourself, you'll be able to intuitively hear something or feel something, okay? Alright, and I also am seeing the purple on his cape, which is the color of your third eye chakra, okay? Which is also about listening to your intuition and believing in what your third eye is showing you, okay? Now, he does have his arms crossed across his heart. That's a way of repelling energy, okay? It's a way of blocking energy. So maybe, Aquarius, you are, the keyword on is an authority, but the Emperor is also in control. He can be a control freak at times, okay? Not saying that that's what it is, but he can control. Maybe he's controlling because his arms are crossed across his heart, and he is wearing a red uniform too, and we did have the base chakra come out first, okay? So that could be a way of grounding yourself, or maybe you're controlling something because it is across your heart. Maybe you're controlling some kind of emotion from coming in or going out, okay? Let's see, and I'm trying to think what else I'm pulling from this card. Let's move on to the next one. Okay. The next card is also a Major Arcana, and the keyword on it is wisdom, but this is number 5, which is equivalent to the Hierophant, the High Priest, but it is all about knowledge and wisdom, okay? As you can see, he's in his purple robe, which tells me he's kind of like a priest or a monk. He has his book with him, which is all about knowledge. And if you look, there's lots of gold up here, which could represent your solar plexus. It could also represent, it looks like the sun right here, which is about illuminating. That's what the sun represents, is illuminating some kind of truth or wisdom. He could possibly have went to, because in the background here we have a house with a family. Maybe he went and blessed that house, or maybe he's heading towards that house to bless it, okay? But the High Priest or the Hierophant is all about tradition. It's all about knowledge. As you can see, it says wisdom. It's all about spiritual knowledge and wisdom, okay? So maybe there's some kind of wisdom being illuminated. Maybe through your intuition, because he is in a purple robe. And if you notice, I just seen this, there's a dog in the picture right here. Dogs represent loyalty. Okay, well, the top row is all Major Arcanas. And they add up to a number, they add up to a 10. 10s are about total endings and new beginnings manifesting. Okay, So we're going to move to the second row now that popped out. Okay. So the first card, and this was the first card that showed its face, is the Eight of Swords. It's called Trapped in Fear. Okay. See, you can see the number 8 at the top. Okay. So maybe that's why it fell underneath the base chakra, and the base chakra, like I said, fell out face down. So maybe that's why you need to find and ground yourself, because being grounded will help you release that fear. Okay. But the Eight of Swords is all about, let me see how I want to put this. It's all in our heads. It's all about just an illusion of being trapped. You're not actually trapped in the physical. Swords are all about our thoughts, our logic, our reason, and it's also about communication. So basically, it's just you think you're trapped when you're not. Okay. And it's also connected to the Emperor. Okay. So maybe, which also fell face down. Okay. So, and like I said, he's got his arms crossed across his heart, which tells me that he may be blocking his heart chakra from opening, and he needs to find, he is in a bit of control, but I am sorry. Let me get a drink of water. I think that my throat chakra is either acting up or possibly opening, because I have been doing a lot of videos. Get me a drink of water. Alright, so in order to release yourself, okay, you're going to have to ground yourself, because if you ground yourself, you'll be able to maybe possibly let that intuitive information in instead of blocking it. And maybe if you let that intuitive information in, it'll help you realize that it is just, you're trapped in your head. The fear is all in your head. It's not here in the 3D. Okay? So basically, Aquarians, you need to find some, you need to become grounded. Go outside. Spend some time in nature. Do something to open up that base chakra, because that base chakra, when it becomes opened, you'll be able to see the illusion instead of just thinking that you're trapped. You'll actually see that you're not. Okay? You'll be able to gain the wisdom that you need to know, instead of being, okay, well, you know, I'm scared, and my head is talking me out of what I should be feeling. My head is keeping me from bringing in, my head is keeping me from grounding myself. My head is keeping me from the intuitive knowledge that's trying to reach me. Okay? My head is keeping me from achieving what I truly desire. Okay? Alright, so the next card that popped out was number 8. Got a lot of 8s in this. Well, we got 8 cards, and now we got 2 8s back to back. But this card is number 8. It's called Power. In traditional tarot, the major arcana, this would be the Strength card. Okay? So what this tells me, okay, you got it's beside the trapped in fear. So you're scared of possibly becoming one with yourself. You're scared that you don't have enough strength to let that wisdom come in. Well, I'm telling you that if you ground yourself, it'll come naturally. I can see it coming naturally because you got 4 major arcanas that popped out. Okay, so the major arcanas are all about our spiritual selves. Okay, you do have one negative card that it's all in your head. The fear is all in your head. It's not here in the 3D world. You actually have the strength to you have the strength to let the wisdom in and to unblock yourself. Okay. Okay. So the next card that popped out was, this is the 4 of Wands in traditional tarot. See, it's number 4. I like the fact that there's the color of the rainbows, and those could be the color of your chakras. Okay. And what's really sticking out again is that yellow, the yellow that's in the Hierophant card or High Priestess, the wisdom card in this deck. Okay, so this, the keywords on this is foundation and achievements. This is the 4 of Wands. Okay, you could, some people take the 4 of Wands as twin flames, a twin flame card, which is about marriage, family, coming together as a partnership. The 2 wands, which makes up the 4. And it's coming underneath the wisdom card, which is the high priest or Hierophant. Okay. Okay, so the second row adds up to 8 and 8, 16 plus 4 is 20. 2s are about decisions. 2s are about partnerships. Okay. So, to me, Aquarius, you're trapped in fear over some kind of a partnership because these two are mirroring one another. So, you are definitely in your head about some kind of a partnership. Okay. Are you scared? Possibly, yes. But are you definitely trapped in fear? You're definitely in your head about it. Okay. Well, I'm telling you that if you ground yourself and ground yourself and how do I want to say this? Grab the lion by his fur and say, listen, you know, I got you, you know, and let the spiritual knowledge come in. You will bring the wisdom. You will find that grounding yourself will be easy. You will find that it will be easier to open your heart chakra, to let the wisdom come in. The solar plexus chakra is all about your joy, your creativity. It's basically, it's where your happiness is. It's about where your joy is. It's about where your truth is. The truth of your existence. It's where, you know, your happiness, well, the heart chakra is where your love comes in, but without the solar plexus being opened and you don't balance yourself, nothing else is going to open and balance itself. I can't say that it's the center of your chakras, but it does have, like, all the chakras are key to one another. Okay, if you don't ground yourself, then the rest of them isn't going to open and balance either. So let's get moving with we'll go on with the next card. Alright, so the next card is it's the equivalent of the 5 of Pentacles. And the bottom of it says financial and material changes. Okay. Alright. And then the last card is number 9. And it's the key word on it is solitude. But this card is equivalent to the Hermit. Okay, well, nines are about solitude. They are about spending time by yourself so that you can gain. And what I'm seeing is in this row coming down here, these two cards are mirroring one another. Okay, coming this way with the 4 in the middle. Okay, so in order to achieve the foundation, you have to gain the wisdom by spending time with yourself. See, they both have books in them. Both have books in them. Okay, so spending time by yourself in solitude, okay, will help you bring in that financial and material change. But you definitely have to ground yourself. You have to get out of your head, spend time by yourself. Okay, the last two cards, a 5 and a 9 adds up to a 14, and 1 and a 4 adds up to a 5. So we got 5, 2, and 10. Or 1. 5, 2 is 7, or 5 and 2, yeah, 5 and 2 is 7, and 1 is 8. So there's some kind of a change coming in, okay? But I see this change happening once you ground yourself, okay? Once you ground yourself, you're going to release yourself from the 8 of Swords energy. You're going to come into the power by harnessing and balancing your spiritual side, acknowledging that this message or this wisdom is coming in, possibly about a twin flame. Alright, so we're going to clarify. That's just what I'm seeing so far, Aquarius. Alright, and then this cards are, they're the Witch's Tarot, which I'm going to use for clarification. These cards are by Ellen Dugan. I did not get an instruction booklet with it. I use them intuitively. What I see and feel is the messages that come forth. Okay? So, what I'm not seeing on the board right as yet is cups. You got swords, you got wands, and you got pentacles, but I don't see cups. And I don't see cups because I don't know. I keep seeing the Emperor with his arms crossed across his heart. Like he's blocking it. He's blocking his emotions. He's not wanting to see. He's not wanting to see the 4 of Wands energy. He doesn't want to feel, because he's trapped in fear. Okay? Alright, so clarify. We're going to use these to clarify. Clarify these cards, please, Spirit. Using these with tarot for the sign of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of August. It's crazy. I just, like, something just popped in my head. We got 8 cards. The whole reading adds up to a number 8. So I've been feeling the eclipse energy, and all of a sudden I got real hot again. So there's some kind of eclipse energy possibly going to usher this in, or maybe this is all going to come about by the eclipse energy, or maybe by the end of August you will see the clarity in how to release this anxiety in your head. Alrighty. One more card. Or one more shuffle. One more shuffle and then okay, star sign of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the month of August. Alright, so first of all, we're going to clarify the base chakra, please. Give me some clarify the base chakra. What's going on with the base chakra? Why did it come up face down? What's going on with that base chakra? Alright, so the first card that popped out was the Five of Swords. Okay, now the Five of Swords is all about walking away from things that no longer serve you. Okay, it's about recognizing people or things that are not for your highest good. Okay. The second card that popped out is the Moon card. Remember I said I've been feeling this for a while, that this eclipse season that's happening is a very, very magical time for all of us. Not just me, myself, because I'm a moon sign, but everybody, okay? And like I said, we got the full moon coming in Aquarius. So that doesn't surprise me if this card popped out. And then the Six of Cups. Okay. So, for the base chakra, okay, what'll help ground you is walking away from some kind of confusion about somebody from your childhood or somebody from your past, possibly. But I see it, once you ground yourself, you're going to be able to do this. You're going to walk away from confusion. Confusion about maybe remembering something from your nostalgia, maybe somebody from somebody from your childhood. But I see some kind of, because we got the Moon card, maybe once you ground yourself, you'll be able to discern. Maybe you're getting some kind of intuitive messages through your dreams. But I see once you ground yourself, you are definitely, because we do have some swords in here. Oh, and this is the first cups card that popped out. And cups are all about our emotions, okay? So I see once you Aquarians ground yourself, I definitely see you walking away from some kind of confusion about possibly somebody from your past. Okay. I'm sorry. I feel that my throat chakra is like really going, I don't know. It's been acting up for a couple of weeks now. Okay. So that's clarifying your base chakra. So once you become grounded, you're going to be able to walk away from some kind of confusion from somebody from your past, okay? Because that's what Six of Cups is about. The Six of Cups is about somebody from your childhood, nostalgia, or somebody returning from your past, okay? So, all right, let's move on. And the moon represents, it could represent confusion. It could represent something in the darkness coming to the light, because that's what happens. The moon illuminates the darkness, okay? It could also can represent the sign of Pisces and Cancer. So maybe It could also represent, because we do have the full moon coming in Aquarius too. Okay. So maybe something next week will illuminate something from your past, or possibly illuminate some kind of nostalgia moment that will give you the grounding that you need to walk away from. Alright, let's clarify the Emperor authority, please. Let's clarify the Emperor authority. Clarify the authority card, please. Clarify the authority card, please. Wow, we got like 20 of them. Alright, so this kind of makes sense. I'm not really worried about taking the rest of these cards. I'm just going to shuffle them back in. Okay, so let's see where to go. Here we go. Alright, so the card that kind of like flew out when the rest of them popped over, and I'm just going to take this one and I'm going to shuffle it some more. This is the Seven of Wands, okay? This is either the feeling, the need to have to defend yourself, because wands are action. That could be why his heart chakra is closed off, and maybe that's the reason why the base chakra is blocked, because you really do feel the need to have to defend yourself. I feel this energy coming forth with this card. And maybe that's why the Emperor is he's the keyword's authority. Maybe he feels that, you know, he has to control. You know, maybe he needs to gain control back by defending himself. Okay. But I would definitely say, Mr. Emperor, that you're definitely being defensive. Possibly defensive against somebody returning, or possibly defensive against somebody from your past, or somebody from your childhood. Alright, give me a couple more clarifying cards. Alright. So, the next card that popped out was the Six of Pentacles, okay? So, to me, the Six of Pentacles is all about, look at how he's sharing his money with his kids, okay? He's all about the balance, because that's what six is about balance and harmony. And the Pentacles is everything here in the material world. So, the Emperor is whoever's carrying this authority, this Emperor energy, this fiery energy, because the Emperor is that could be the star sign of Aquarius or Aries, but doesn't have to be. Okay, so whoever, and I feel a masculine energy coming off of that. So, and I got 3 cards: the authority card, the Emperor, and Seven of Wands, and this gentleman too. So there's definitely some masculine energy here. So the masculines are feeling the need to have to defend themselves against something here in the 3D world, as far as their money, their house, their family. Okay, so they're being very defensive about their family and their funds. Okay, they feel the need to have to defend themselves, because to keep their balance, possibly, you know. Alright, I'm trying to take another card. Let's get one more card on that for clarity. Clarity. Alright, well, the card that popped out was the Ace of Wands, okay? The first thing that sticks out, again, is all the yellow, okay? So to me, Aquarius, it's like somebody's stealing your sunshine, okay? That's why you feel so defensive. It's why you have, like, you feel like you have to control everything because you're being defensive, okay? Well, let me tell you that the Ace of Wands, first of all, the Ace represents a new beginning, okay? Wands is about action. So there's some kind of a new beginning manifesting, okay? And if you look, there's all kinds of little pretty flowers growing off them wands, okay? So there's some kind of new growth happening. And it's possibly coming from wisdom. Some kind of transformation, because that's what butterflies mean. They go from caterpillar to cocoon to butterfly. Caterpillar, cocoon, butterfly. What comes out? A beautiful butterfly. They come through transformation. So I see, Aquarian, that whatever you feel that you have to defend yourself from and gain the balance from, because once you become grounded, you'll be able to see the confusion and walk away from it. You'll be able to see that you're all in your head and you're actually trapped in that fear in your head. And it's going to bring a transformation and a new beginning and some kind of new growth. Okay? So, having to defend yourself will bring something new in. Some kind of transformation, some kind of wisdom. Okay? Some kind of rebirth, some kind of growth, some kind of new creative ability possibly, okay? But you're going to transform that joy, and it's going to bring wisdom, and it's going to bring you into your power. It's going to bring you into I'm sorry. It's going to bring you into your achievements, okay? It's going to bring you into the financial material changes, because you're going to become one within yourself. You're going to have the strength to do it. You're going to find that power to transform. Okay. I don't feel that I need to clarify the Emperor no more. That could be why he's got his heart crossed, because he feels the need to have to defend his heart. Because, you know, he's possibly been hurt, or, you know, and he's trapped in his head. And transforming, once you become grounded, you'll be able to find that spiritual, you'll be able to listen to the wisdom that's being brought forth to you through your spiritual side. Okay, let's clarify number 5, the wisdom or the Hierophant. Clarify that, please. But you're going to have some kind of rebirth or some kind of spiritual wisdom come in, possibly around full moon time, because it is an Aquarius, and this is for the star sign of Aquarius. Alright, so let's clarify the wisdom card, please. The high priest or the Hierophant. Now the Hierophant, like I said, is about possibly about marriage. It's about being traditional. It's about spiritual knowledge, wisdom, spiritual wisdom. Alright, so clarify the wisdom card, please. Oh my, beautiful. Alright, let's get 2 more. 2 more Aquarius. Well, we got 4. Okay, so the first card that popped out was the Temperance card. Star sign of Sagittarius. Alright, and there's a couple of messages coming forth from this one. The big message is, though, finding balance. Okay, and look, she's got the color of the rainbows again. So rainbows are really sticking out here. So maybe once you ground yourself, maybe it'll help align the rest of your chakras. Okay, so that's one thing that's coming forth. I see rainbows, and I'm seeing the solar plexus, and I'm also seeing the orange in the wisdom card too, which is the color of your sacral chakra, which is where your sexuality and your sensuality comes from. Okay, but other than that, I do see a rainbow, so it has something to do with all of your chakras. Okay, and this is a temperance card. This is about finding balance. Sorry, this is about finding balance in your finding balance in your life. Finding balance in your emotions, finding balance in your spiritual side, finding the power to do so. But it all starts with that base chakra. Once you ground yourself, the rest should come really easy. Okay, I call her the angel of time, because she is all about divine timing as well. And if you look, she is an angel. See the little wings? Okay, and she is pouring water into a cup, but they're opposite of one another. See, here's a cup over here and here's a cup over here, and somehow that water is landing in that cup in a different way, not just straight down. There's curves, there's challenges, there's always challenges when it comes to life. Okay, so but the point I'm trying to get at is there's some kind of balance going on here, and water represents our emotions. Okay, so once you ground yourself and you find balance in your emotions, you'll be able to release that fear that's in your head. Okay, but this is also like I said, this is the angel of time. It's about divine timing as well. And it could also represent a guardian angel that is around you too. Okay, she is so beautiful. I love her in this card. She's absolutely beautiful. And she's dressed in white, which is about clarity and purity. And I'm seeing there's a couple purple flowers and a yellow flower. And what did I say about on here? The flowers, there's like some kind of new growth, and I believe those are yellow flowers. So you will gain the wisdom through your Hierophant here, through your spiritual knowledge, once you balance your emotions in divine timing. Like I said, maybe you need to ask your angels for help. That's what they're there for. Okay. Alright, so the next card that popped out with that was, she popped out on her own. Okay, so the next card was the Sun. Sun is representative of Leo. Okay. It is also, he's on a white horse and he's got sunflowers. Okay, so maybe look up what possible sunflowers mean for you, Aquarians. Okay, but the sun can represent, it represents the sun sign of, or star sign of Leo. It also represents, Leo is in the month of August. So this is pretty dominant message that we got 8 cards. I believe all the cards added up to an 8. So it's pretty dominant message for something coming in the month of August. Some kind of change, possibly some kind of illumination. That's what the sun means. Something is being illuminated, possibly some kind of joy, possibly some kind of clarity, because it is a white horse and white is all about clarity and purity. Okay, so then the next card with that was the 6 of Swords. Okay, So the Six of Swords is about recovering from something and moving forward. Okay, so you're recovering from all them swords that got right there. And water represents your emotions. It also is about going with the flow. Okay, so traveling with the flow. Okay, so the Six of Swords, like I said, is about recovery. It's also about recovery, and what's the other word I'm thinking of? Possible movement, possible travel across water. It's about having control over your emotions and your thoughts. Okay, because you're not in the Eight of Swords energy here. You're in the Six of Swords, and you're in your boat, and you're traveling safely with your emotions. You found balance, and you're moving. Okay, so that the sun is illuminating that recovery. Okay, what are you recovering from? The Seven of Swords energy. Okay, the Seven of Swords is about somebody being sneaky or shady. Because look, he's got two swords stabbing in the ground. He's about to pull another one out. And he's got a really funky smirk on his face. Like he's stabbing you in the back, talking smack on you. Because swords is all about communication. It's about being sneaky. It's about somebody sneaking up on you. It's about shadiness. It's about nothing good with the Seven of Swords, let me tell you. Okay, so... And then the last card, before we go any further, is the Ten of Cups. Okay. Well, the Ten of Cups is about happy life, marriage, family, having all your cups fulfilled. Okay. So, divine timing is bringing some kind of wisdom or truth in that you're going to recover from some kind of shadiness from somebody that possibly you were married to or living with. Because the only negative card is the Seven of Swords. And you got the illumination, recovery from somebody being sneaky or shady that you were with. Okay? And you're going to find the wisdom through finding balance. Okay? Like I said, finding balance and becoming grounded. Alright? Next, we're going to move on to the Eight of Swords energy, the trapped in fear. Clarify the Eight of Swords, please. The trapped in fear card. That could be why you're trapped in fear, because you did find out about the shadiness. The shadiness was illuminated through okay, we're just gonna move on to the Eight of Swords. Alright, Eight of Swords. Trapped in fear. Why are they trapped in fear? What's going on with that? Huh. Well, that explains it. Why are they trapped? Why are you Aquarians trapped in fear? Because of heartbreak. Three of Swords is all about heartbreak. So somebody broke your heart. And that's where the shadiness come in. Maybe somebody cheated. Maybe there's a third party situation. I'm feeling cheating big time because you got the Ten of Cups with the shadiness. So somebody cheated on somebody or thought about cheating, or you found out that somebody cheated because it's being illuminated and it threw your emotions off balance, and you got your arms across your heart and you're sticking to it because they broke your heart. That's why you're trapped in fear. That's why you need to find balance. That's why you need to ground yourself. Okay? I don't really think I need to do any more clarification on the Eight of Swords because the clarification just popped up. Somebody is trapped in fear because they got their heart broke. Alright, let's clarify the Strength card, or the Power card in this deck. Clarify the Power card. So I feel that once once you walk away from the confusion of why this person was shady or cheated on you, you'll be able to better usher in the balance that's needed. Okay? You'll be able to better usher in this power. You're going to be able to say, you know what? I'm done. I'm totally done with it. I want to stand in my power. I want the foundation. I want the achievement. Okay? So let's clarify number 8, the power card, please. Okay, give me 2 more cards to clarify. Kind of makes sense. Well, we got 3, but yeah. Okay. So to clarify this 8 of the strength card, which is power, in order to come to find that power, look, we have the High Priestess. So we have the Hierophant and the High Priestess. They're both about spiritual knowledge. She just knows. She holds all of your secrets. And she's sitting on the moon. And to me, it kind of looks eclipsed. Possibly new moon eclipsed. But this, the High Priestess is representative of Cancer Pisces. They're water energy. Okay? Because us water signs, especially Cancer, is ruled by the moon. Okay? But yeah, the High Priestess is all about that inner knowing, that inner wisdom, that she just knows. She knows all the secrets. She, not because she has gained the knowledge, but just because she's intuitive. She's, I'm not really sure. The black cat's really popping out at me. Another thing that's popping out is the flowers, or no, is it flowers or fruit? Not really sure. Kind of looks like fruit. Like the fruit of knowledge. Looks like she's holding a scroll. And in one hand, and in the other hand, it kind of looks like some lavender. And she is in blue. And blue is about your throat chakra and communicating. So, the High Priestess is definitely giving you some kind of knowledge through your intuition. In order to get this knowledge, you have to find the balance. By taking back your power, okay? Taking back your power from the heartbreak, from the sneakiness, from the shadiness, from the hurt, okay? So, by taking back the power from all the bullshit that whoever this person was that put you through this, you will gain the knowledge that you need to know through your intuition by grounding yourself and finding balance, okay? Things will be illuminated. Whatever happened, the sneakiness, the shadiness that you're going to recover from will be illuminated, because you got the Sun card and the Ten of Cups are mirroring one another, okay? And on the inside, you got recovery from shadiness. So somebody cheated on you, somebody lied to you, somebody's talking smack on you. Well, that's going to be illuminated. To me, it feels like somebody cheated, because you got the Three of Wands, or Three of Swords here, I'm sorry. The Three of Swords with the Eight of Swords. Okay. Alright, so the next card is the Nine of Wands. Now, the Nine of Wands can represent several things. First of all, it's what I'm getting first and foremost is all these wands that's behind her are all the challenges that she has overcame. Okay? And still picking up that one and moving forward, trudging forward, knowing the challenges that she has overcome are all behind her. Okay. That's one thing I'm getting. The second thing is all these challenges could be from past lives. Okay. But 9s are about solitude. So you can overcome the challenges by yourself. Like, you yourself have overcome these challenges by taking action. And how did you do it? By becoming one, by finding balance, by becoming grounded, by stepping into your power and listening to your intuition. These are all challenges that you've overcome already. You may have 1 more coming. You may have 9 more coming. I can't predict that. The only thing I can tell you is what the cards are telling me. Alright, so the next card that popped out with that is the Page of Swords. Now, the Page of Swords, swords represent logic, reason, your communication, but it can also represent air signs, Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. Okay, so Aquarians, maybe you got some. First thing I want to point out is the fact that this is a youth kid, like a very young adult or a child. Okay, but if it's not representative of a child or a youthful person in your life, it could be representative of a message coming forth through the airways. Possibly a telephone call, possibly a text message, or possibly just showing up out of the blue and wanting to communicate something to you. Okay, maybe communicating how sorry they are that they've put you in that position and broke your heart. Okay, and then the next card is the 2 of Cups. Okay, now the 2 of Cups could be soulmate energy. Okay, because there is a couple depicted on the card, but it looks like they're hand-fasted. Now, hand-fasted is a traditional, I'll just say it this way, it's a witchy way to get married. Should I ever step on that path again to marriage, that's the way I'm doing it. I'm doing hand-fasting. I'm not a traditionalist. I did that way. It didn't work. You know, I love my children. I got 3 beautiful children and 4 beautiful grandchildren out of that, but that wasn't for me. Okay, but this, we're not talking about me. We're talking about you, fellow Aquarians. So, 2s can represent a partnership as it's depicted on the card, or it could represent a decision, because 2s are about decisions. So, so what I'm seeing is, yes, there is a challenge there. The challenge is to become balanced with yourself. And why? So that this message could come in. Maybe this message is not just going to come in through the air. It's going to come in intuitively. What's the message? You got to make a decision. There's a decision between possibly 2 people. Okay, Aquarians. Maybe you need to make a decision to, I don't know, maybe forgive this person, or make a decision to let them go. But whatever it is, it's going to be a challenge. And you definitely are going to have to check in with your intuition. You're going to have to find the balance so that you can make that decision. Maybe you're going to make somebody else make the decision. Maybe because you are going to intuitively know, because it's going to be illuminated about their shadiness. And you're going to be like, look, you need to make a decision. What do you want? Okay? You need to step into your power. Okay? So clarify achievements and foundation, or the 4 of Wands, please. Clarify the 4 of Wands, please. Clarify the 4 of Wands. Clarify the Four of Wands. Oh, okay. Alright, well, the first card that popped out was... Okay, the first card that popped out was the Page of Pentacles. So, like I said, if it's not a youthful person, it could represent a message, possibly. Okay? But what I'm really seeing, there's two things I'm seeing. The first thing I'm seeing is a green dress. Okay? The green, okay, before I go any further, Pentacles is about everything here in your human existence. Okay? Your house, your car, your job, your family, everything that you are surrounded by here in your 3D world, in your human existence. Okay? The second thing that's popping out, whoo, I got a head rush on that. So, head rush, swords energy. Sorry. The second thing that's popping out is the white deer. Okay? So, deers are nature. Okay? And the white, like, I've seen a lot of white in this reading too. A lot of rainbow colors. But white represents clarity. It represents purity. Okay? So, the Page of Pentacles could be about wanting some kind of knowledge, possibly. Or gaining some kind of knowledge. Or wanting to... somebody to come forward with some kind of knowledge. Maybe you're waiting for some kind of a message from an earth sign with a youthful attitude. Maybe somebody immature. But to me, you are waiting for some kind of a message, possibly here in your 3D self. Okay. Okay, so before I go with the middle card, we are going to go with the Devil card. Okay, the shadow side is what this is called, but it's actually the Devil card. Okay, so this tells me that maybe there's some kind of mirroring effect going on between you two, you and whoever you're watching this video for. Maybe there's some kind of a mirroring effect going on. Or maybe I am right about the person that you're watching the video for has cheated on you. Because, and because that's what the devil is about. It's about temptation. It's about sin. On a traditional tarot, it would be depicted as lovers, but on the dark side. Because the lovers are like looking at the Two of Cups. They come together and they're happy and they're, you know, and just married. And but the Devil card, if you look on traditional tarot, they're like chained to a ball, you know, and then you got the devil, you know, like here tempting you, giving you some kind of temptation or trying to talk you out of something. Okay, so, and in the center card, now clarifying the Four of Wands, we're clarifying the Four of Wands. So there's some kind of twin flame soulmate energy. Okay, so to me, the shadow side, you're mirroring. There's some kind of mirroring going on. Twin flame, and maybe that's why you're confused. Maybe that's why the other person had cheated or is talking smack, or, you know, maybe that's what threw you off balance, was because you are confused. You're definitely confused over some kind of heartbreak. And this could very well be the Six of Cups. Could very well be somebody that you were with in a past life. Okay. So far what I'm seeing, this is before I even clarify the last two cards. So far what I'm seeing, once you ground yourself and you balance your energies, you're going to walk away from some kind of confusion, some kind of confusion about whether or not you guys are whether or not you guys are soulmates, twin flames, / Some people don't believe in twin flames. Some people don't believe in soulmates. I believe in both. I believe that they're two different people. Okay? And the reason why I say that is because before we are incarnated here on earth, okay, we come from what I call a soul family, an Adam or an Eve. Not just, Adams and Eves are not just one people. The Adams, I believe, are one soul family, and the Eves are another soul family. That's just the way that fake book, the Bible, depicts it. They don't want you to know the truth, okay? But the truth is, you got an Adam soul clan and you got an Eve soul clan, okay? One soul out of that family gets split in two. That's where your twin flame comes from. So you got one soul who's split in two. You got your masculine, which makes you a girl, boy, and you got your feminine, what makes you a girl, masculine, feminine. Okay, so one soul should carry both of them energies, okay? But before you become incarnated here on earth, that soul is split in half. You come down. Now, traditionally, that twin flame is supposed to stay up there and help guide you. But I believe because we're so close to a regeneration of earth, that a lot of twin flames are coming down together to light up the world, to basically bring the truth forward, okay, to help enlighten everybody who's in the dark, okay. So you have, not only do you come down, you as a soul comes down to be incarnated, but usually your whole clan of souls comes down to be incarnated, usually, okay? And that's where your soulmate comes in. Now, a soulmate could be your child, it could be your brother or sister, it could be your mom or dad, it could be your boyfriend, it could be your best friend, it doesn't matter. But that's just what your soulmate could be, okay? But a twin flame is half of you. It's your other half. It's your other half of soul, okay? So twin flames are usually connected through their 3D, or their higher selves, their third eye, their crown chakra. You're connected through that spiritual self, okay? Well, with that being said, we're going to talk, that's enough about that, okay? But that's a pretty significant, you got 3 cards actually 4 cards that say that whoever you're watching this video for is definitely a twin flame or a soulmate, okay? And you're looking for the knowledge of why you possibly have mirrored yourself, or maybe you're looking for the knowledge of why this person broke your heart, or cheated on you, or lied to you, or was shady to you. In order to find that knowledge, you need to ground yourself and find balance, okay? Alright, so enough with that being said, we're going to move on. Clarify the 5 of Pentacles, please. Clarify the 5 of Pentacles. Financial and material changes. Now, traditionally, the 5 of Pentacles represents being left out in the cold. And then being left out in the cold is moving forward, okay? Being left out in the cold and finding solitude. Going into solitude, possibly finding some kind of knowledge through spiritual wisdom, because you went into solitude. You went in and you went in to look for that knowledge. You went in and found your power to bring forth that knowledge. Okay, we're going to clarify that. Financial material changes. Give me 2 more cards, please. Might as well bring 2 more forth. Okay. Alright, so we're clarifying financial material changes. And like I said, the 5 of Pentacles traditionally means being left out in the cold for some reason. Okay? The reason why you were left out in the cold is to go into solitude, to gain this knowledge that you need to know about finding balance, coming into your own power, okay? Finding out that maybe you're awakening. There's a big possibility, dear Aquarian, star, moon, or sun, moon, rising, and Venus, that maybe you're going through an awakening process, okay? And that's why you needed to be left out in the cold. You're feeling like you're left out in the cold because somebody lied to you or was shady to you. And you went into solitude to seek the answers. Come into your power to seek the answers that you're looking for. Okay? And maybe you're looking to find out if you should take the risk. Dear Fool. You're looking up at the sky. Okay, and you got the doggy here who represents loyalty. Okay, so you're wondering, should I take the risk? Should I take that leap of faith? The second card that popped out was the Ten of Swords. Okay, now the Ten of Swords, if you look, he is face down, and all the swords is in his back, his arms, his head, and you also have an owl on here. There we go. There you can see him. See the owl? The owl is about wisdom. It's about the knowledge, okay? But in order to gain and listen to this wisdom that's coming in, you had to go through a complete, total ending. A complete death. A complete death for a rebirth. Okay? For what? To bring movement. Look what, and this is a Chariot. It represents the star sign of Cancer. Okay? And what really sticks out on this card is the yin and the yang, the black and the white horse. The yin and the yang, the twin flame, the yin and the yang, the masculine and feminine energies. Dear Aquarian, you need to find the balance to find your answer. So if you're looking for an answer, you need to find the balance. Become grounded. Find the balance within yourself, which will bring your answer that you're looking for. Okay? Alright, so let's take a look at all 3 of these cards together, okay? So, we got the Fool and the Chariot mirroring one another. So, you're wanting to move forward and take the risk, okay? But once you find the balance, and look, we got the Moon up in the Chariot card as well, okay? Which could be the new moon partial solar eclipse. It could be the full moon in Aquarius that's coming, because we do have a full moon lunar eclipse coming, okay? Which you got your black and you got your white horse, your yin and your yang, your masculine and your feminine. But in order to find this, you had to go through this death. You definitely had to go through the death. And if I'm looking back at the Trapped in Fear and the 3 of Swords, 8 and 3 is 11. That's a definite twin flame number, okay? So I feel that this is a twin flame reading. My readings pretty much all been turned into twin flames for some reason. So you definitely wanted to move forward and take a risk. But in order to do this, you had to go through the total and complete death. You had to go through the financial and material changes. You had to be left out in the cold so that you can go inside and gain the wisdom. So that you had to go through the solitude to gain the wisdom, because what do you have? You have the 9 and then you have the 10. You had to go through that complete ending to know, to take the risk, to move forward. Okay? Alright, so we're going to clarify the Solitude card, please. Clarify the Solitude card, please. Clarify the Solitude card, please. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Basically what I just said. Beautiful. Alrighty. Oh my goodness, I love my cards. I love how they speak exactly what I said. Okay, remember I said you had to go through the death. You had to be left out in the cold. You had to go into solitude to gain the knowledge, so that you know to take the risk to move forward. You had to find that balance. Okay, so this is clarifying the Solitude card or the Hermit card. Okay, so the first card we got was the Ace of Pentacles. Beautiful card. Beautiful. This is about 100% abundance in the 3D world. This is about an offer of abundance in the 3D world. Okay. This is about going inside in the solitude and gaining the knowledge. Now, it may not be monetary abundance, but it's abundance through grounding yourself. It's abundance through releasing I'm sorry, walking away from the confusion about whether this person is a twin flame or a soulmate. Okay, it's about walking away from the heartbreak. It's about finding balance. All of that stuff, walking away from the bullshit and finding balance and grounding yourself, is going to bring in your abundance. Okay, what else is going to bring in your abundance? Remember what I said? You had to die to gain that spiritual knowledge. There we go. We got the Death card. That is, Death card is representative of the sign of Scorpio, if that means something to you. But it also represents death and rebirth. Okay, and what's sticking out on this card is the fire around his head. Okay, and what is one of the cards that popped out was Trapped in Fear. That is all about being in your head. Okay, so this tells me fire represents purity. It represents just the energy that's fiery, passionate energy that's, you know, it's finding that clarity after, you know, the flame has purified you. So to me, the flame around the head is the trapped in fear. Okay, it is the trapped in fear. You're finding the clarity because the fire is purifying it for you. It's purifying your thoughts. Okay. The other thing that's sticking out is the masculine here. He's holding up a bunch of flowers, and I believe they're white flowers, which represents the purity. He's offering you the purity from his love, you know. So in order to gain that knowledge that you're looking for, to release yourself that you're so trapped in, you have to go through a total death. Where are we at here? You have to go through this Ten of Swords, total death, to gain the wisdom, to gain that rebirth. To gain that rebirth. Okay? To gain the rebirth, the transformation, to usher in your abundance. You have to go through the rebirth. Purify your thoughts. And the masculine's holding up that bouquet of white flowers. We've got a white horse. Those are both about purity and clarity. So, to usher in this rebirth, you have to go inside yourself. You have to balance yourself. You have to ground yourself. The answers that you're seeking, the knowledge that you want, you already have. Okay? So, fellow Aquarians, with that being said, I mean, I don't know really what else to say. Once the death and the rebirth comes, you'll be able to find that balance, because you guys are mirroring. Okay? Alright, so we're going to move on to the archangels and see what they have to say about this reading. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus archangels for the month of August. What messages do you have for the star sign of Aquarius for the month of August? Aquarian, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What messages do you have, archangels, for the star sign of Aquarius? Star sign of Aquarius for the month of August. So right off the bat, once you ground yourself, you are going to walk away from the confusion of whether or not this person is a soulmate. It's going to bring about a death and a rebirth. It's going to bring about a balance. It's going to bring about an answer to a question on whether or not this person is your soulmate or a twin flame. And the answer is yes. It's going to bring about transformation. You're going to come into your power. You're going to be able to tame the beast inside you into no. In order to do that, though, you have to purify your thoughts. You have to break free of that illusion. Yeah, you had your heart broke, and so is everybody else who's going through this journey. You're not alone. Okay, archangels. Messages for the star sign of Aquarius. Star sign of Aquarius for the month of August. What messages do you have for the star sign of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of August, archangels? Alright, give me 3 cards, please. 3 cards. Three cards, please, archangels. Star sign of Aquarius. Well, we don't need 12. We just need 3. So 1 fell. We're going to do 2 more. 2 more cards, please. 2 more cards, please. Oh, we'll need 1 more now. 1 more card, please, archangels. What messages do you have for the star sign of Aquarius for the month of August? There's the 3rd one. Alrighty, I'm curious. Beautiful reading. Remember I said we got the full moon in Aquarius. The archangels want you to know right off the bat, moon cycles. Archangel Haniel. Notice how the moon affects your energy and manifestations, and capitalize upon these cycles. So, we got the full moon in Aquarius coming next week. Okay, so I'm gonna say that there's a big possibility that you're gonna get your clarity and your rebirth through this moon cycle. Okay. The second card to pop forth was claircognizance. Archangel Uriel. Pay attention to your thoughts and ideas that come to you as they are answered prayers. Absolutely. Absolutely. Remember I said about the fire. This is clarifying and purifying your thoughts. The archangels want you to know. Pay attention to your thoughts and ideas. Okay. The last card that came forth was comfort. Archangel Azrael. I am with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. Absolutely. Absolutely. He is definitely helping you. 3 beautiful messages from the archangels. 3 beautiful messages. Alright, Aquarius. We're going to go to the romance angels and see what messages they have. Alright, romance angels for the star sign of Aquarius for the month of August. Month of August for Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Star sign Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of August. What messages do you have, romance angels? Romance angels, star sign of Aquarius. What messages do you have for the month of August? Star sign of Aquarius for the month of August. What messages do you have, romance angels? Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Alright, messages for star sign Aquarius for the month of August. Alright, 3 cards, please. 3 cards. There's 1. Two cards, please. 2 more cards. 1 more card, please. Whoop. We got 12, and we don't need all that. Most of them just flew, but I am going to take this last card. Alright. Alright, so. Okay. So, the romance angel's first message is getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Okay? So, don't be afraid to communicate. Because once you communicate, you'll help, it'll help you find the balance that you're looking for to move forward, to take that risk. Okay? The next card that came forth was engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Remember, I told you that you guys are spiritually communicating or spiritually connected. Okay. The next card that popped out is retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. And the last card that popped out was trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. Absolutely. Absolutely. So once you get to know each other, you will, once you start talking, you'll realize that you actually are twin flames, soulmate people. Okay? And if you come together, and I see that you possibly will, you probably will retreat into a safe haven, and you're going to trust, and you're going to have faith in what you're feeling, because you're going to get to know each other. Okay? What I'm seeing so far in all these cards, especially the last 3, is there's couples. There's, the last 3 cards have couples on them. Okay, but there is some kind of communication. There has to be some kind of communication going on, whether it's through your higher selves or through your actual 3D selves. Okay, so that's good to go. That's good to know as well. Alright, so to close up this beautiful reading, we are going to take 3 cards for spiritual messages. I'm sorry I didn't introduce the Romance Angel cards and the Archangel cards. This card and this card. These card decks are both from Doreen Virtue. The Romance Angels is this one, and then the Archangels is this one. They're both from Doreen Virtue. And these are the messages. Messenger Oracle by Raven Fallon. So to close up this reading, we're going to take 3 cards from these Oracle cards, the Messenger Oracle from Spirit. What does Spirit have to say for the star sign of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of August? What is spiritual messages? What does the star sign of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus need to know about the energies coming in August? What messages do you have for them for the month of August? What messages do you have for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of August? These are new cards, so I am going to read from the book whenever the messages do come forth. I'm sure they'll all correlate because they already do. Okay. Alright. Star sign of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of August. Spirit, can we have 3 cards? It's final messages for this reading. Final messages. 3 cards for final messages for the star sign of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of August. 3 cards, please. Oh, one flipped over, so we'll take that one. 2 more cards. 2 more cards, please. And there we go. There's the 3 cards. Alright, so the first one that popped out was a number 3. Look how beautiful that card is. And the key word is be vigilant. Okay, we're going to read because that's a new one. I haven't seen it yet. It says, be watchful and cautious of both others' actions and your own. Stand ready to protect yourself from those who may covet what you have or seek to harm those you care for. Alright, that kind of like correlates with up here, the 7 of Wands. Okay, be ready to stand your ground. But also be vigilant and watchful of your own actions, lest you be the one doing harm. Weigh your actions. Be sure you act wisely. Be sure you have done all that needs to be done before moving forward. In other words, be grounded. Find balance. Leave nothing to chance, lest you all have nurtured and cherished be undone by your own lack of vigilance. In other words, step out of this energy. Step out of the fact that you got your heart broke in your fear. Step out of it, okay? That's beautiful, beautiful message, Spirit. Beautiful message. Alright. So the next card that popped forth, and let me see something here. I'm just looking. Okay, so once you get out of your head and over the heartbreak, Spirit is telling you to, and this is the number card 23, to let your emotions flow. I guess that would be getting to know each other. Reveal your innermost selves to each other. Your bond deepens. Let your emotions flow. Look how pretty that is. I love these cards. They're so detailed. And look, we got the third eye on there. And she's spewing out of her mouth. That's all water. So that tells me that you are going to talk about how you feel, okay? Because you are going to let the emotions flow, okay? We're going to read that too, number 23. Emotions flow like water. They can be joyous like a babbling brook, as deep and as strong as a river. Give yourself permission to feel and experience them without judgment or blame. Do not try to deny them, for that can only lead to harm and disease. Right? Trapped in fear. Right there. You're trapped in your head. You got to let them go. You got to let them go so you can get to know one another again. Okay? I love how these cards all come together in like basically the same messages. So that's a pretty good sign from Spirit. Okay? Do not damn them within you. Release them. Let them flow and go. Allow yourself to feel them and learn from them as you embrace them for what they are. A natural response to the moment that you exist in that will pass as the moment passes. Right? So, let go of the heartbreak. Go with the flow. Let your emotions flow. If it hurts, cry. Don't hurt anybody. You're not helping anybody by keeping this stuff bottled up. Because the only thing it's going to do is keep divine timing from happening. You're going to be in what I call the hangman mode. Okay? So, get out of the heartbreak. Be vigilant. Get to know each other. Tell them how you feel. How they hurt you. Don't be afraid to express how you feel. That's what Spirit's telling you. Be vigilant and don't be afraid to tell them how they hurt you. Okay? Because the only thing you're going to do is free yourself when you do that. Okay? Trust that it's the right thing to do. Okay? I like the fact that we got, okay, in the last card for clarifying the Hermit is the Ace of Pentacles. I like that because check this out. This is spiritual message. This is the last card that come out. It's a number 1. A new day dawns. Okay? So as soon as you be vigilant, let the emotions flow, it's going to bring about something new. Okay? Alright, so we got 3 and 5 is 8 plus 1 is 9. That is about an ending. A total ending. Okay? You have not yet got to the 10, which is an ending with a new beginning, but you have gotten to the end of the cycle. Okay? Which once you do, you will have the new day. Okay? We're going to read it anyways. Today is a new day. With the dawn comes an opportunity to begin again or to embrace something new. Right? Embrace something new. There you go. Or embrace something new. Right there we go. There's 2 cards of something new. Create what you wish to create. Right? Create what you wish to create. Become the person who you dream of being. Do not allow your doubts or fears, right? Do not allow your doubts or fears to hold you back. For this day is bright with hope and good fortune. Go forth and greet it with a smile on your lips and joy in your heart. Beautiful ending to the reading. Beautiful. Alright. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is a general reading. It's not specific to one individual person, but I hope it resonated with somebody out there. Please feel free to leave a comment if it did. I would absolutely love to read your comments. If you would like a more personal reading, you can contact me at crosscall@gmail.com or jump on my Facebook page and send me a quick message through Messenger. My Facebook page is linked to the top of my channel, as well as my PayPal link, which is where you put your donations at. Well, with that being said, there's really nothing else to say. Blessed be from the Christ Priestess.